Charlotte's Web, new in the barn. Fern Arable watched in wonder as 11 piglets were born. One of them was smaller than the others. "That's the runt of the litter," Fern's father said. "I'll feed you and care for you," Fern promised the tiny pig. So she decided to name him Wilbur. From that day on, Fern and Wilbur were inseparable. He slept in bed with her, went to school with her, and took long walks with her. But baby pigs grow quickly. Wilbur was getting big. He couldn't help being in the way. Finally, Fern's father made a decision. "I'm sorry, Fern," he said, "but it's time for the pig to go." Fern couldn't believe her ears. How could her father send away her best friend? "I promised to take care of him," she protested. "I'm letting you out of your promise," her father replied. "I didn't promise you," Fern cried. "I promised Wilbur." Fern was still upset the next day. "What about Homer?" Fern's mother suggested. "I'm sure he could make room for the pig." "Uncle Homer?" Fern said. That didn't sound too bad. Homer Zuckerman's farm was right next door. Maybe Wilbur would be okay there. Zuckerman's barn looked big and scary. "You'll be okay," Fern told Wilbur sadly. "You'll make lots of new friends here." Wilbur was frightened. He was used to going everywhere with Fern. He didn't want to be left behind. He squealed and tried to follow Fern. "I'll come see you every day," Fern said. As she closed the gate behind her, a tear fell from her cheek. Then she was gone. "Squeak!" Wilbur squealed in terror again and again. He threw himself against the fence, trying to break free, but the fence was strong. It didn't budge. The other animals woke up and looked to see what was causing all the racket. The sheep watched Wilbur. Golly and Gussie the geese watched too. Wilbur didn't pay any attention. He was still busy ramming the fence. Snap! Finally, a fence board broke. "Pigs out!" Golly cried as Wilbur raced up the lane. "Since when do we have a pig?" Ike asked, confused. Mr. Zuckerman and his farmhand ran to catch Wilbur. Wilbur saw them coming and ran away. The other animals cheered as they watched. But suddenly Wilbur stopped and smiled. He smelled something familiar, something delicious. Slops. "Here, piggy, 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 piggy," Mr. Zuckerman said, holding the pail. Eating slops made Wilbur feel better. Ugh. "I'm better off here in the barn," he said. "I'm much too young to be out there alone." The other animals watched him eat. Wilbur hoped they would soon be his friends, the sheep, the horse, the geese, and all the rest. Fern was right. Things would be okay. As Wilbur lay down for his night's sleep, he didn't notice one more creature watching him from a dark corner of the barn, a spider. Little did he know that soon the tiny gray spider would become his very special friend, Charlotte.